Hey guys, so welcome back to another lesson. How did you get on with your side pose yesterday, or your jasmine, whatever you like to call it? So I showed you 3 ways to getting into it, so from the floor, from a side climb, or from an invert. So you can choose either one of those, whichever way you prefer to get into it for any of these moves. So I'm going to show you all 3 again today and how to get into your cradle position from each level. Does that make sense? So I'm going to do it from the floor to start with. I'll show you what it looks like and then I'll break it down. Okay, so basically we get into our side pose and then our top hand, the one that comes off the pole, is going to go underneath the hook leg. Okay, so let's go from there. So hooking the leg nice and high, pushing the back of the knee into the pole, squeezing the heel towards your butt. I'm going to place the outside hand down to the bottom of the pole with my index finger pointing down, so I'm pushing with my palm. Lift the bottom leg, push the hip onto the pole. We're going to squeeze this leg towards us so it stays trapped in a groin, and then the top hand can come off. We're going to take this hand and we're going to place it underneath the hook leg. So I'm going through the gap by my hip and I'm making sure it's as high as I can. So it's not going as low as I can, but as high as I can. So at the moment, like my thigh's in the way, okay? So I'm just going to hold as high as I can. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unhook the top leg and bend the bottom leg. So I'm going to think about bringing the knee towards my chest, unhook, take the leg around, and I'm using that top hand to pull the pole into my hip as I bring my knees towards my chest, okay? So my top arm stays bent. I'm going to come out by taking my hip or my butt down towards the ground and landing my feet on the floor, okay? It can be quite tricky, but you really want to make sure we're taking the hand that goes underneath the leg, and no matter we're pulling the pole to the back of the room, okay? So you're pulling it away. This is going to allow us to stay into the pole. So we're going to trap the pole right across our hips. Does this make sense? Yeah? So I'm going to show you slightly high up the pole. Maybe slightly easier at the pole because you can actually move your bottom hand a little bit lower. Yeah? So my bottom hand stays straight. If you feel like the leg comes off and around and your arm starts to bend, that's when you want to slide it further down the pole. Okay? So let's go from the side climb. So leg behind. Move the hands down. Bottom hand towards the bottom of the pole in a bracket grip. So from here, I'm going to squeeze the bottom leg towards me. I'm going to take my top hand and in between my legs, up as high as I can, I'm going to grab. So my thumb is facing up. I'm keeping my elbow into my side as well. I'm going to bend the bottom leg, so I'm tucking the knee in towards my chest, and my top leg comes off behind the pole. Use the hand to pull the pole behind and tuck your knees in. Okay? To dismount, I'm keeping strong in the bottom arm. I'm just going to keep my top arm bent, but I'm just dropping my butt down so that I can land my feet down onto the floor. Okay? All good so far, yeah? So top hand through the gap, top leg behind. So if you bend the bottom leg and keep it tucked towards your chest, it'll feel a bit more secure, okay? So you're really sort of trapping it in the groin area, so between your tummy and the thigh, yeah? I'm going to show you from an invert. So chopper, outside leg hooks, remember hips up high, push the back of the knee into the pole, point the toes down. We're going to pull up, pushing that bottom hand down in that bracket grip position. So from here, so we're going to get this hand out. You don't even actually have to take that hand out because it's already in a good position, okay? If you take the hand out, the thigh then gets onto the pole and then your hand will be a little lower. But if you do it with your hand already on the pole, it's in a much better position. So we're going to bend that bottom leg, so really tuck that knee towards your chest. Keep strong in that bottom arm. Unhook the top leg, and we're going to think about pulling the pole towards the back of the room so that we can come into a side-on position, so tucking the knees towards our chest. If you're too upright here, you need to slide the bottom hand down so you're more horizontal to the ground. And the same thing, so I'm pushing through the bottom, keeping my top arm bent. I'm going to drop my butt down and then land my feet onto the floor. Does that make sense? It's quite tricky, You've got to keep strong in that bottom arm, and quite often I do have to keep sliding it down the pole. So if you find that when you start to transition, you start to slide, just move the bottom hand down to go along with you. Does that make sense? Obviously, make sure, if you've got long shorts on, make sure that you pull the shorts up just to expose a little bit more skin to help with grip. Alrighty, so I'm going to go through each one more time, very quickly, okay? So I'm just going to pretty much show you so you can just re-watch all of them, okay? So, from the floor, hook nice and high, hand down, leg behind, top hand off, hand through, up nice and high, tuck, slide the bottom hand down if you need to, top leg off, and around, and tuck, okay? Slide down, and then butt down, keeping strong in the top arm, feet down, yeah? Right, from the side climb. So leg behind, hand down. Make sure you drop the hip down, bring the knee towards you, okay? So really tuck the knee into the chest, and then top hand come off, hand through. Hand up high, okay? Keep the elbow in, keep that bicep engaged. Unhook, keep pulling with onto the pole. Take the leg behind, so keep it as close as you can. Knees together, okay? Pulling with the top arm, so keeping it bent. Butt faces down, toes down. And last one, so from your invert. Hips up, hook, bottom hand down, bracket. Keeping my top hand where it is, it's already in a good place. I'm going to tuck, unhook, take my leg behind, tuck in, slide the hand down if you need to. Butt down, feet down. Does that make sense, guys? So hopefully that helps. Obviously try and do both sides as well, just to keep even. Any questions, just give me a shout. But yeah, I look forward to seeing them, okay? So obviously you can tag me, you can send me your videos. I love seeing them, and also please share the post. Any questions, give me a shout, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!